Oh. It is 1 o'clock and I'm still in my pajamas, and my first meal of the day has been pasta. I just got back from a trip and I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. I think I owe it to myself to just have a day to be lazy around the house. I feel like I'm always on the go. I'm always doing something. I'm always running an errand, going to an appointment, just adulting things, like constant. Let's go, let's go, let's go. On this episode of What is Madeline Currently Reading, we have the book 13 Things Mentally Strong Couples Do. Fix What's Broken, Develop Healthier Patterns, and Grow Stronger Together by Amy Morin. I'm so invested in this book right now. I've even started to sticking out important parts of the book. Let's be clear, I'm always on a self-improvement journey. I do think that there are still parts of myself that I can improve on in not just an intimate connection, but with friendships, with family. And this book is obviously geared towards intimate relationships. There are some really helpful strategies in here about communication, being honest, not being so emotionally reactive in arguments, appreciating your partner. Whenever the time comes for me to be in a relationship, I want to make sure that I am the best partner that I could possibly be. I'm the best version of myself. I want to apply every lesson that I learned from my past to make it a really great future. Let's do a little donation clothing haul. Starting with this top from Urban Outfitters that I got when I lived in LA in 2019. It has beautiful angel scenery. You can wear it with a cute bralette, tank top, men's Topshop button-up shirt. I was going through a phase where I only wanted to wear men's tops. We have this Aritzia tie-dye turtleneck dress. Brings me back to Miami in 17 or 18. This is a bodysuit that I got from Nordstrom. The brand is Lath, I don't know. This top is like a halter vibe. It's got a bandeau, is that how you say it? Bandeau. I'm entering into a stage of my life where I just want to dress more adult. I'm 29 years old and I don't know, I'm changing. My style is changing, my outlook, my mindset, how I decorate, how I go about my life, what I do in my spare time. It's all changing. This cute little crop top from PacSun has little cherries, apples, lemons, oranges, watermelons, little fruit symbols all over it. I've never worn this. This is brand new. And I bought it, I want to say like 4 years ago, and I thought that I would wear it and I never did. I don't know. It just hung around in my closet. It's a little juvenile for me. I am getting rid of 3 pairs of jeans and they're all skinny jeans. I just listened to a podcast where they talked about skinny jeans making a comeback. So I'll probably also regret getting rid of these, but I also don't see myself participating in the skinny jean return or comeback, whatever, if that happens. I don't like skinny jeans. I have transitioned into baggy jeans and I think I'm gonna stay there for a while. These are Levi's, okay? These are in great condition. They're just kind of cropped at the bottom for some reason. I don't know if it's because I washed them so many times, but I noticed they started to fray and then shrink up. So they started to look more like capris. Another pair of Levi's. These are a light denim wash. I almost threw up because this... What was I thinking with this, okay? This is a matching set that I got at Zara. I was so convinced that this was cute. And Girl, I want to know what you were thinking, because that ain't it. I'm going to take all of these and donate them to this thrift store that's down the street from me. And although it is not my style anymore, I think there are people out there that definitely would like it, and that's all that matters, right? So, need to be warmer in here. So I might have spoken too soon. Okay, what is going on with this thing? I'm going to the gym because it's the least that I could do for myself. If I'm gonna stay inside for the rest of this day, so be it. But at the bare minimum, I want to lift some weights. And I gotta get gas, so it's perfect timing. I'm almost on E. The gym to me is a sanctuary. When I'm at the gym, I'm in a zone. I'm not thinking about anything that's going on in my life. You're not gonna be able to get over. What are you doing? I need to go live on a farm somewhere in the country, get my alpacas, get my chickens, get my cows, get a few dogs, get a cat, and just be off grid, because I cannot do this traffic anymore. I want wide open space. I want to see nothing for miles and miles and not have to feel any sense of congestion around me. I want to grow my own food. I want to decorate my house in a cozy way. Just live a more simple life. Welcome to my kitchen. On this episode of What Are We Eating Today, we have on the menu avocado toast. The ingredients are as follows: ciabatta bread, vegan butter, an avocado, black pepper, sea salt, and red pepper flakes. The first thing that you're going to want to do is take your bread and put it into the toaster. So while the bread is toasting, you want to get started on cutting up the avocado. You want to make sure that the avocado is very soft. That is actually an almost near perfect slicing of an avocado. Then you want to remove the pit. So you want to take a spoon and you want to just lightly work around it and throw it out in the garbage. Next, you want to remove the inside of the avocado with your spoon. I like to leave it for now until the bread is done toasting. The toast is ready to go. We're gonna take our butter and spread it on top. I am pretending that I'm on the cooking channel right now. Let me just use my imagination. I like to slice it while it's still sitting inside the shell or the outer portion. And then I take my fork and I just transfer the avocado to the bread. I mash it down with my fork. Let's make our lives easier by just doing that. For seasoning, I'm very simple. I just like to do black pepper, some sea salt, and just a little dab of red pepper. If you wanted to be extra with your avocado toast, you could add radishes, you could add tomato, balsamic vinegar, you can add an egg on top. Making that avocado toast drained my energy. I'm such a grandma. The smallest things will make me tired, and I will always use it as an excuse to go lay down for a minute, and then a minute turns into a nap. But I'm not gonna take a nap. No, it's not happening. The other day, I got this urge to come up with a list of what I consider to be outs for the new year. What I mean by outs is trends or fads that were popular in the years before, but going forward, they're not going to be popular and they might fade out altogether. I know this is going to make some people mad, but let's agree to disagree if it comes down to that. The first out of 2024 are face filters. Can we just collectively agree as a society that face filters are toxic psychologically for people? You go on Instagram, you start flipping through stories, and you see people that you follow or even celebrities using face filters to make their face look drastically different than what it does in actuality. It gives them a more cat eye look. It gives them bigger lips. It gives them clear skin. It gives them more raised eyebrows. You know, just face altering filters. I've noticed a lot of people use these filters as a habit in every story that they post. You don't even know what their real face looks like because there's always a filter over it. They could be with family or friends and they just put a filter on them because they have a filter on them. It's just screwed up. What face filters have done to people psychologically is something that should be studied for years to come, because I know it's got to be doing damage to people and how they perceive themselves, their self-esteem. They've become so reliant on a face filter that they might develop body dysmorphia because they look in the mirror and see their actual face and they feel let down because it doesn't look how it looks with the filter. And it's just bad for people's mental health. It's bad for society as a collective. And I really want and I really hope that face filters take an exit. I don't use face filters. I'm not trying to one-up anyone. I'm not trying to brag about it, but I used to use them a couple years ago and it just didn't feel authentic. As it is with social media, you can portray yourself in any way that you want to. You can give off the impression that you're living a life that you're actually not living. You can keep up your best highlights on your profile. You can completely delete pictures off your profile and start over. It can truly create imposter syndrome. It can cause an identity crisis. Start embracing your natural self. You are beautiful without a filter. You don't need a filter. Love yourself. Love your flaws. The least that you could do on social media, if you're going to post your face, if you're going to post your body, is post who you really are. Post your natural body. We don't need to add this extra layer, this extra facade. Believe it or not, you're going to feel more confident when you stop using filters, if you're guilty of using them consistently. There's this one girl that I follow, and no tea, no shade to her, but she uses filters on every photo of herself. And then she goes the extra mile to Photoshop her filtered face. And it's baffling to me because she's drop dead gorgeous. She doesn't need a filter. No one needs a filter. My next out is less oversharing on social media. I'm talking about posting stories every day. There are some people that post 5 to 10 stories a day, and it's just constant story, story, story. They're never taking a break. Oh, let me post what I'm eating today. Let me post my dog taking a shit. People are so OD and extra when it comes to posting stories. Sometimes people are posting stories that I have to wonder, why did you even post that? No one cares. Honestly, no one cares about your stories regardless. And that's the tricky thing that I'm trying to navigate, because I'm investing so much time talking about what you should and shouldn't do on social media. But at the end of the day, no one cares what you're doing. So then that notion comes into the mix. And that's why I feel like less is more. My mantra for a while that I've been telling people is leave a little mystery to your life. You don't have to post what you're doing every day. You can live in the moment. It all comes down to validation. People want validation. That's why they post. You know, they want the hearts on their stories. They want the reactions. They want people to DM them in response, to feel like their life has a purpose. And that's pretty sick and twisted, because your life does have a purpose and you don't need social media to validate that for you. I'm super big on posting a story every now and then. Sometimes I'll go a couple weeks, sometimes I'll go a month without posting a story. I'll pop up, you know, I might go on a trip somewhere, post some flicks, or if I'm doing something that, you know, is something that I don't typically do, I get it. okay? It's not that deep. But I like leaving people to question and wonder what I'm up to. Am I trying to prove that my life is so amazing and wonderful? I don't need to prove that. I know it is. It's kind of a tricky thing though, because here I am on YouTube showing that I just had avocado toast. No one cares. And then my last out for 2024 is traveling with friends or traveling with family. Solo travel is going to become more prevalent and more common going forward. I think a lot more people are going to feel more confident in themselves to take solo trips because it's going to provide them an almost spiritual experience where they're going to get closer to themselves and they're going to take risks that they might not have taken if they went on vacation with their friends or a family. There are so many people that are starting to see the value of traveling, how many places there are to see in the world. Life is short and you should get out there and explore. Get out of your hometown that you never leave. Don't keep traveling back to the same places that you've been to 3 to 4 times. Go to a new state. Go out of the country. And don't wait around for people to join you. If no one can go, you should still want to go. Be safe, of course. Let people in your circle know that you're leaving the country or you're going on a little mini vacation. We have to stop dilly-dallying around, hoping that the friend that we want to go on a trip with finally agrees to it or a family member agrees to it. Go. If you have the means to go, go. Yeah, traveling's expensive, but you can make it work. There are ways around it. Traveling with friends or family is out, and traveling solo is going to be in.